The best and worst of everything from March Madness Day 3. Sometimes, non-stop college basketball action featuring the best teams in the country for 2 days straight isn't enough to please people. Sometimes people want everything stated above along with results that surprise them and dramatic finishes that make them jump out of their seats. The first 2 days of the 2017 NCAA tournament may not have provided that, but Saturday's slate of second-round action certainly did. The third day of the big dance gave us our first no. 1 seed going down, our first double-digit seed advancing to Week 2, and our biggest officiating controversy to date.
As is the case with any day in the big dance, there was a lot of good, a lot of bad, and a little bit of weird.
Let us take a look at it all.
The best game of Day 3. 8, Wisconsin Badgers 65-1, Villanova Wildcats 62, East. There will be a new national champion in college basketball this year, because the reigning king of the sport and the 2017 tournament is now. 1 overall seed is no more. Villanova was sent home before the Sweet 16 for the 7th time in 8 years thanks to a tremendous effort from a Wisconsin team that wanted to remind the country that no team has won more March Madness games since 2014 than the Badgers.
A back-and-forth affair resulted in the contest being tied at 62 in the final seconds. With the game on the line, Wisconsin's most experienced player, Nigel Hayes, made a tremendous move to score what would prove to be the game-winning basket. Ito Brown then made a clean strip of Villanova's Josh Hart on the other end to seal the victory and send the Badgers to the Sweet 16 for the 4th straight season. There is no other team in the country that can make that claim. The team that won it best. West Virginia. On paper, Notre Dame seemed like the worst possible second-round matchup for West Virginia. The Mountaineers win games by using their trademark pressure to feed off of opponents' mistakes. The Fighting Irish don't make many mistakes. They entered Saturday's game ranking second in the nation in fewest turnovers per game, and were leading the nation in both assist-to-turnover ratio and team free throw percentage. Somehow, the Mountaineers still forced a team with that makeup to play right into their hands. West Virginia forced Notre Dame into 14 turnovers, 6 above their season average, and held them to 10 of 28 shooting from beyond the arc, and to 47% overall from the field as a team. The team that was the biggest disappointment. Florida State. Sure, Villanova was the tournament's no.
1 overall seed and got beat in the second round, but at least they were competitive.
Florida State was playing a team seated 8 lines below, more than the differential between Nova and Wisconsin, and was blown out from basically the opening tip to the final horn, which occurred with the scoreboard showing 91-66.
The American public didn't seem to have a whole lot of faith in Leonard Hamilton's team heading into the tournament, and on Saturday the Seminoles proved all their detractors correct.
The All-Day 3 team. Nigel Hayes, Wisconsin. The senior hasn't had the All-American season that some were predicting 4 months ago, but he was at his best when his team needed him the most. Hayes grabbed 8 rebounds and scored 19 points, including what proved to be the game-winning basket with 11 seconds to play. Nigel Williams-Goss, Gonzaga. The All-Day 3 team loves Nigels. Williams-Goss didn't have his best shooting day of the year, but he scored a team-high 20 points to go with 8 rebounds and 4 assists in Gonzaga's 79-73 win over Northwestern.
Bonzie Colson, Notre Dame. The Dons almost single-handedly kept Notre Dame within striking distance of West Virginia, scoring 27 points and drilling 4 of 5 shots from beyond the arc.
Unfortunately, he was the only Fighting Irish starter who shot better than 50% from the field.
Jevon Carter, West Virginia. Every time Notre Dame started to mount a rally, Carter was right there to drill a back-breaking three-pointer at the end of the shot clock.
The junior guard finished with a team-high 24 points and connected on 4 of his 5 attempts from deep. Trevin Bluiett, Xavier. The Musketeer star continued his monster march by dropping 29 points in Xavier's demolition of Florida State. 3-Day 3 Jeers. 1. The missed goaltending call on Gonzaga. After trailing by as many as 22 points, Northwestern had whittled Gonzaga's lead all the way down to 5 with just under 5 minutes to play.
The Wildcats had the ball and all the momentum in the world and an apparent uncontested layup to cut the lead to 3.
Instead, Derek Pardon's dunk attempt was blocked by Gonzaga's Zach Collins, who had appeared to come up through the rim for an obvious goaltend. No goaltending was called. Yeah, that's supposed to be 2 points. Northwestern coach Chris Collins ran onto the court and went ballistic, prompting a technical foul call and stopping Northwestern's momentum dead in its tracks. The Wildcats fought during the game's final minutes, but could never get any closer than they were before the missed call. Chris Collins' reaction after the game when he was told that a missed call had in fact taken place was pretty priceless.
There is no guarantee that the final outcome would have been different if the proper call had been made, but there is also no doubt that the sequence completely changed the direction that the game was heading. 2.
Defending national champions continuing to disappoint. As the tournament's No. 1 overall seed, Villanova had appeared to be in prime position to become college basketball's first back-to-back national champion in a decade. Instead, the Wildcats became the latest victim of a troubling trend. Not only were the 2006-07 Florida Gators the only defending national champion since 1992 to retain their crown, but they were the only defending national champions in the last 16 years to even make it back to the Elite Eight. Heavy is the head. 3. Vern Lundquist getting hit in the face with a basketball. When 99% of the world gets unexpectedly drilled in the face with a basketball, it's hilarious. When Uncle Vern does, it's an act of terrorism. I don't care if it was intentional or not, the guilty party must be brought to justice. Thankfully, Vern is a pro who played through the pain and even made light of the incident during the West Virginia Notre Dame broadcast. 3-Day 3 cheers. 1.
Upsets. Look, I would have settled for something as simple as a top 2 seed being pushed to the brink.
Kudos to the tournament for going above and beyond and giving us the No. 1 overall seed bounced in a thriller in a No. 3 seed getting run off the court by a No.
11. Even West Virginia Notre Dame was a bit of a surprise. You're keeping us on our toes now.
We appreciate that.
2. Dancing Usher. Not like Gusher Usher.
This Usher. So better.
Seriously, shout out to this guy for being the only thing remotely entertaining about Xavier Florida State for non-Musketeer fans. 3. Vito Brown's singing voice. You may have known that Vito Brown helped Wisconsin knock off Villanova with his 10 points and his defense on Josh Hart in the final seconds. But did you know he had pipes like this?
The next time CBS elects to switch up one shining moment, side note, please don't do this, I would be fine with Vito Brown being the one who goes into the booth.
The best Day 3 dunk. Dick Law's putback dunk came at the height of Northwestern's run against Gonzaga.